All right, I think we are back. Sorry for that, everybody. There was a power surge, and then the internet did not come back as quickly as we would have hoped. It seemed that it was down for the neighborhood for a minute, but it's back now, and so we can get back into this game. Whew. Are you with me, Seaflow Legion? Awesome. Well, sorry for that delay, but we are back a little bit earlier than where we left off, but we don't need to fiddle with it anymore. This we saw minutes ago. If I'm not mistaken, B-Pots walks into Boguka's empowered Q and dies?
Correct.
Yes, that would be correct. And there goes the flash from Misfortune to get away from, from the Lux to get away from Misfortune's ultimate. Whew, so back into the game. Sorry for the delay once again, everybody. I think we left off at about 11:30 when the power pooped out.
I think you're right about that. That sounds about right. And our scoreboard got messed up again.
Oh, yes, I apologize. I will repossession those people. There we go. And there's the Rift Herald, yep.
So they will be able to pretty handily take a turret with that, I assume, if any of the strong members from their side are here.
Lobby and Penguin Jump going for a kill onto Jay Werewolf. They're both going to get taunted. He's going to flash away, and okay, this is where I'm pretty sure we left off.
Yeah,
yep.
This is where power died.
This is where the power went out. All right, so we got iTempo poking Holy up in the top lane. Going to yoink him back in. Get a solid trade on him. Okay, no, this exact moment, that was it. Yep. I was in the middle of saying something about it. Oh, he has no flash available, and they're going to pick up the kill.
Just gonna die. Yep. And this should be the channeled Rift Herald, I assume. Yep. There it is. This with the Rift Herald plus the two members here, it should actually be mid-power.
Yeah, and Villanamers is going to have
very far in there. It does have to flash away.
iTempo, so it looks like he's just trying to stall for the tower here. And will he succeed? The shield comes out. iTempo will get the kill, but he will barely go down in exchange for it. Yes, sorry. This is forfeit at 15, please, versus Big Fat Int. Big Fat Int is currently 0-5, and forfeit at 15, please, is currently 2-3. However, when Streamlabs reset from stock, it's using the old settings, so that's why it says GSM versus Saucy Summoners at the moment, which was from the A Diamond Division stream, not this week. Penguin Job about to come over the wall. Can he find either of these kills? He will find the kill onto Maxon, and they will also find the kill and the tower. 3 kills to 0, and 2 kills picked up for the members of forfeit at 15, please.
And they should be able to chain this immediately into this spawning Infernal Drake. No contest really available for the side of Big Fat Int. And they're just taking everything on the map here. They've already got a 8,000 gold lead. Soon to be 9,000 gold lead. They've got 2 Infernals. They've got 4 kills on. We're gonna call Karma a carry because I wanted to say all major carries. We're gonna toss that out there. And farm leads in every lane except top. So it's really gonna be rough for iTempo to try and get his team through the mid game, so that you can get some items on.
Yeah, and the Reliance was finished, by the way. iTempo is able to chase down Holy. However, it takes him too long to get the kill. Here come Starfall and Boguka, who are insanely strong right now. All the kills on Boguka, but Misfortune still having her lethality item part and a fully built Yomu's, so she's doing a ton of damage at the moment. Villanamers gonna take some damage from, oof, and that will be the kill. The ultimate comes out from Misfortune. Boguka is tanking the tower for the team. The Q comes out and will get the shutdown onto Holy. Can't catch a break, but they will be able to pick up that kill and probably this tower.
Most likely, I can't see any way this tower doesn't go down there. I actually thought Holy had lived there for a second off that tower dive, but he does drop to the proto belt coming out from J Werewolf as he went down, and there's actually no reason that that FF15.
Oh, the ultimate goes on to Itumbo. A ton of damage comes out. He ults onto Boguka, who now needs to try to stall. The root comes out. The shield comes out. He's trying his best to survive. He will not survive. Barely. Almost kited it out. Goes down at the very end, but his teammates are able to pick up the kill. Penguin Job here in the bot lane right now is very, very tanky. He went Knight's Vow, Cinder Hulk, Tiamat, and looks like he's going Merc Treads next. J Werewolf coming around on the side here, going to hit a taunt onto 2, hitting the passive, gonna hit X Starfall for a lot. Can he get the kill though? He can't. X Starfall is gonna get the kill.
Close.
Villain Namers going into the ultimate, gonna get killed during the channel. Blobby going up, hitting some turret shots as in to get the yeah. Well, he was there to get the tower, but yes.
Well, he was there to get the tunnel. But,
that's what I meant. I meant to say the tunnel. Yeah. I was like, he's there to get the tunnel, but
yeah,
yes.
I mean, I think 2 tower shots is worth 5 gold. We're gonna call that fair.
Man,
yeah,
things not looking good for Big Fat Int now. Things were looking okay for them for a little while. J Werewolf was doing solidly. Their bot lane wasn't doing great, but was holding on. Itumbo was doing very well.
Quite far ahead.
Villain Nanners was the main player who was kind of having a struggle against Penguin Job for a while there in the start of the game. Wasn't able to put down quite as much pressure, and when they both showed up to mid lane, was Villain Nanners usually wound up on the bad side of those fights, going down, and then the small advantages from X Starfall and Boguka also started to add up, and they became really scary, going top to pick up some kills on towers up against Itumbo.
Definitely, and now it's very difficult for Big Fat Int to even exist in their own jungle. They will bring out the Galio ult from J Werewolf, but not a lot that they can do here. This fight's very turnable. There's a flash forward from Blobby. You won't be able to find anything except Villain Nanners, who had gotten rooted up by the Maokai ultimate. But yeah, it's very dangerous for Big Fat Int to even walk around on their side of the map. Such is the nature of being this far behind, and if they're not able to wave clear, then we could see the base potentially broken before Baron even spawns.
Ooh, X Starfall coming in with a ton of damage, assassinating almost. Beatbots gets blown up by X Starfall out of range there, and now they're pressing down to the tower. And I don't think that it doesn't seem like there's very much that that Big Fat Int can do about this, and Itumbo seems like he recognizes that. He does try to get a yoink onto X Starfall there. It's not going to land. Starfall incredibly speedy, not just because he's playing with Fortune, but also because of Boguka.
Definitely, the synergy between those two characters not lost on anyone. And there's no real reason for FF15 please to leave the base. They've taken 2 inhibs, they can move down to this bottom tower, and still no Baron on the map yet. We're only at 18 minutes 30 seconds in.
Yeah, 18 minutes 30 seconds in, and they're gonna be...
They're just systematically removing everything off the map.
Yeah, 2 inhibitors down. Looks like they're moving on to their 3rd. Dragon spawns. Penguin Job is going to go take it by himself. Has Merc Treads, is going for a Titanic Hydra, has Cinder Hulk and Knight's Vow. I believe his Knight's Vow is, yeah, he kept going mid so often that I think he bought it and has been putting it on Yasuo.
It's actually a fairly common, not this early, but it's a fairly common pickup on Tank Jarvan, especially when you've got another melee to put it on, like a Yasuo or like something like a Renekton mid.
Somebody can dive with you, and you guys can kind of keep each other a little bit healthier.
Especially when one of the people that's diving is running Conqueror. Just the the amount of healing you get. I believe the meta is still taking Taste of Blood Ravenous on Yasuo, so the champion has so much effective healing just by building damage that getting a Knight's Vow on top of him
Yeah,
is
you
really
you keep your
disgusting.
Doran's Blade for as long as you can. You've got Ravenous, like you mentioned. You've got the Conqueror. You've got, like you said, Taste of Blood. Then you also add Knight's Vow into the mix, and it's so much sustain.
Yeah, and picking up the early Hex Drinker as a lot of the damage, especially the damage from the characters on the side of Big Fat Int that are doing well, is magical. I don't see any way that Blobby dies in an actual 5v5. You would have to catch him alone with multiple members.
Yeah. Not to mention, if he finishes into the Maw, if the game goes that long, ooh, flash knockup chained into Yasuo. They're going to be able to pick up a quick kill onto Caitlyn. They jump straight back in onto Jay Werewolf. Meanwhile, Holy goes down to Villain Nanners and Turrets. Villain Nanners going to get CC'd. Maxon flashing over, trying to help his team out. Itumbo trying to take on Blobby in the Mordekaiser ultimate. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like he can take him alone. Jay Werewolf going back in, but the magic damage shield gets popped and he picks up the kill. Ultimate comes out from Starfall picking up the kill, and that's going to be the game. This series was a 2-0, and this game was the one that went slightly longer. It seems like Forfeit at 15 Please just really showed up this week and did really well in these two games.
Yep, I don't think there's anything else we really need to say about this match. You could see why the this was the longer game of the two, assuming the first one went as I expected it to, or as I expect or can infer from this one.
Yeah.
So we've got one more game today, and it is Return of the Middle Sticks versus. Their name is escaping me. 1 second.
Okay, I'll let you. I'll let you
The
check.
Golden Crabs.
The Golden Crabs. Yep.
Let me go for it.
All right, so yep, that was our fourth game. We'll be just back in a little bit with the last game of the evening. Don't go anywhere. What's up? We are back with the last game of the evening. This game is going to be Return to the Middle Sticks Gold versus the Golden Crabs. This is the final game of GRLCS Fall 2019 Week 7 Gold Division. I am Jack. Jack Loves Lamp Counts, and with me is Seaflow Legion, who can now see the game. There we go. Over on the blue side, this game is the Golden Crabs. We've got SP Pillars, Baker Mayfield, 6 on Hecarim. SP Pillars, by the way, is playing Urgot. Worgen Knight in the mid lane, I believe is correct, playing AP Malphite, I assume. Static Senpai and Paladin in the bot lane on Jinx and Yuumi. And here goes a level 1 fight as Glittering Gains comes around the corner. Will they be able to catch Static Senpai? They can't, but they do burn the flash, which is huge in a bot lane that only has one flash available.
Yeah, very important summoner spell burned there by Morgana, and props to Glitter for tossing it at the angle that would have caught the flash if it was straight away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Some
That's all.
important
That's where
tech,
you
but
always, yeah, panic flash that direction.
definitely. So let's go ahead and introduce the red side. We got Return of the Middle Sticks, Meristematic in the top lane on Darius. Actually might see a catch here.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield getting caught, taking a lot of damage. SP Pillars, though, gonna throw down that Q and gonna make them back off.
Sieg the Stampede in the jungle on Vi. Zale 1-2-1-2 in the mid lane on Galio. Tall Guy and Glitter and Gains bot lane on Ashe Morgana.
Whew. All right. So both of these teams at the moment are 2-3 so far for the split. Gold division. This split is a 10-team division. So that means 5 games a week, and you've got to play all 9 of the other teams each week. This is currently week 7, but as you can see, their records, they only have 5 games. That's because this is week 7 and week 6 was a bye. So after playing 5 games, they've kind of in a way played just over half of their games, and the teams need to try to come in the top 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't want to. I know that sometime for Plat and Diamond that there are some different setups, but I believe it's the top 4 make it. If that's not correct, let me know, but I'm pretty sure it's 4. So teams still trying to battle it out for those top 4 spots. Already Morganite getting poked quite a bit by this Galio.
Yeah, importantly, Baker Mayfield was able to come through in the mid lane early and burn Zale's flash, so that's a repeatable gank, and you see it already, actually.
Zale going to get knocked back. However, that Q deals a ton of damage, and they're both going to have to retreat away from Zale.
Yeah, Ward Knight actually running low on mana. It'd be kind of dangerous for him to stay with Seek the Stampede hovering mid lane here. He is pushed under tower a little bit, so it'd be a difficult dive, but priority goes to Return the Middle Sticks, and would expect them to be able to pick up the Scuttle Crab, whichever one Seek the Stampede decides to go for.
Man, I would imagine, I mean, I could be wrong, but I would guess that Malphite was probably picked first and Galio second. You know, it could be, oh, wow, nice flipping Meristematic into turret range. Can SP Pillars turn this into something? Flash away from Meristematic. Meristematic comes back in. Nice! First blood onto SP Pillars. SP Pillars needed to probably flash that. Meristematic, he got the passive proc, which gave him a large AD boost and a large DOT onto SP Pillars. He came in just close enough to get the W off onto SP Pillars, which is a lot of damage when you have all that bonus AD, and then went into one more Q just to try to finish off the kill without getting too close, and while he was in the bush. SP Pillars and Meristematic both playing that fight pretty well, and Meristematic going to be the one that comes out on top of that in the end.
Yeah, actually, if SP Pillars had flashed inside the Decimate there at about 2 o'clock, the proc on his shotgun knees was coming up on his bottom side. It might have actually been enough to just kill without the heal coming through from Meristematic, but did not end up burning that summoner. Does go down in the process.
Yeah. Those fights, you know, they get really close. It's just like, I did this, can you do that? Like what are you gonna do, right? Like, it's just kind of like these quick decisions and how fast you can respond to it. And sometimes you just are a little too slow and you don't come out on top.
Sheen coming through.
Ooh, nice binding.
Interesting early.
Nice black shield as well. It's gonna be a lot of damage. Actually, a lot of return damage from Static Senpai and Paladin. Now Glittering Gains might be in trouble. Gonna go ahead and burn the flash just to be safe. Static Senpai's flash does come up soon. Not available yet, however. That is unfortunate that they're not able to out-damage the Yuumi Jinx right now.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate. I think Glitter and Gain's flash was a little too respectful, not recognizing that Static Senpai was so low on mana. The zap was definitely not going to come through. But it is deceptively hard with the Yuumi sustain and how much early damage per Q does. You see, you know, one champion in front of you. The way, you know, League players who have a lot of experience in the game think about it. It's just hard to adapt sometimes to the fact that, like, that's 1.5 champions essentially. It's champions with like 7 abilities essentially.
Twitch chat has confirmed. Oh, wait a minute. Ult onto Zale here, and here comes Baker Mayfield on Hecarim. Can they actually make something happen in Zale here? They get the slow. They are getting him very low. The Ignite comes out. Morganite goes back for one last little poke. Almost dies for that last little bit of poke, but doesn't, and is able to get the kill onto Zale, making this game 1-1. Oh, Yuumi poke. Zap comes out. Spell immune is nice, but it does not block physical damage, which is what Zap is. So Zap is going to damage through the shield. However, Glittering Gains survives with a sliver of health and is able to walk away. Jinx not level 6 yet and doesn't have a ton of mana. Not going to be any ult to try to pick that one up.
Definitely, and you can see how much that that early kill in top lane has affected the balance. Right here, 51 CS to 28. I don't think I've seen SP Pillars leave out from under his tower here since that kill happened, and it's just very difficult without some help from Baker Mayfield potentially. Once he hits 6 to get back into this lane. The Urgot Darius matchup very snowbally either way. And
Definitely very snowbally. Both of them have
Merismatic with the advantage.
Oh, just barely missing that E. Trying to look for any opportunity to yoink in the Urgot and try to turn that into some damage. We can see Galio and Vi here invading the blue buff, and they immediately jump onto Baker. Really nice response time. The ultimate comes out. Baker's only level 5, doesn't have the ultimate, smites the blue buff to try to stay alive. Gonna get chased down, and the kill will go over to Sig the Stampede. Nice invasion and really nice response time there. As soon as he appeared, they jumped onto that. Urgot gonna show up to try to get them out of the jungle. Darius comes down as well though, and Meristematic will chase away SP Pillars, who uses the blast cone to go over, and they're gonna grab that Scuttle Crab. Whew!
Yeah,
nice
and
invasion.
You can see Return the Middle Sticks eking out these small advantages on top side, realizing that SP Pillars is in no position to come and help Baker Mayfield. That is blue, an easy takeaway for
Here
them.
comes the ultimate from Yuumi, getting the root onto Glittering Gains. The Black Shield comes out, throwing down the ult, just trying to stall them. Can Ashe get away from the mid laner on the backside? Tall Guy is able to escape. Here comes Sig the Stampede. Not quite able to get the kill. Aftershock proc going to get the kill. Yuumi jumps onto Worgen Knight instead. Tall Guy still here, throwing out the volley, but they're going to disengage the fight. They probably can't catch Malphite. A surprisingly fast champion after he Qs you. Tall Guy gonna eat one more Yuumi proc and think, you know what, maybe I shouldn't stay here. Which is smart because Hecarim is on his way as well.
Yeah, it actually ends up being worth for Return of the Middle Sticks, trading AD carry for support, get an assist over onto their side, and yeah, it's just so difficult to deal with Morgana when she's actively ulted like that and dodging around the zap and moving away from all of this damage. That she stalled out both the Yuumi and the Jinx while Worknight ulted onto Tall Guy. It actually might have been worth using the Yuumi ult directly onto Tall Guy and trying to ignore Glitter's Morgana, coupled with Worknight's ult, might have been able to just pop the Ashe and leave. But not the target selection that they opted for.
Yeah, and Sig the Stampede had a nice gank down there as well to help them pick up at least one kill in exchange. And ending up going 1-for-1 on what was, you know, a gank that looked like it was going to be hard to avoid is solid. Worgen Knight going to be a scary boy later in the game, but it does take a little while for AP Malphite to truly come online, you know?
Yeah, definitely. There's a couple different styles for playing AP Malphite. Worknight into the Galio, opting for matching the Proto Belt so that he has. I think honestly it might just be for the wave clear. To be honest with you, Galio already has more wave clear than Malphite, so being able to pop a wave 100% on a 40-second cooldown is really helpful when all you really want to do in this lane is roam.
Glittering Gains jukes the ultimate, flashes anyway. and will survive. Your jukes
Will
are so
survive.
good, you don't need the flash. Sig the Stampede, Darius, and Galio are going to take Rift Herald in the top side. As that fight goes down in the bot side, Ash gonna chuck an ult out. Looked like pinging mid lane, trying to maybe help Zale get the kill onto Worgenite. However, Worgenite retreated under tower and started backing, unfortunately for Tall Guy.
And actually, either subconsciously or consciously, it's interesting to note that Glitter valued the stopwatch over her flash. There is a lot of playmaking potential, especially for Morgana, to have stopwatch in inventory, and despite having, like you said, Juke the ultimate, chose not to burn the stopwatch on the Jinx rocket.
Yeah, I mean it's for Morgana in particular, it's almost more an offensive item than a defensive, because it means you can just run into the enemy team, pop it while your ult channels. Glittering Gains taking a bit of damage as she runs up to the dragon here. The Yuumi ult will get burned. They do have vision on this. Zap goes down again onto Tall Guy. Throws out a volley trying to maybe get the steal. Here comes Galio, not going to land the taunt, but will land the knock up. Even though he goes into the ultimate, not going to be enough. Sig the Stampede getting knocked up, or knocking up, sorry, the Static Senpai, and that's going to be able to get them to kill thanks to Zale following up with the Galio ultimate. Now they're chasing down Worgenite, and Paladin's like, this isn't going well, I'm done. And hops off the Malphite and retreats under the tower.
And importantly, Sig the Stampede did not end up going down on the back end of that, so it is completely clean on the side of Return to the Middle Sticks. They do lose out on the
Oh,
dragon.
Maristematic died in the top lane
kills.
to Urgot ultimate.
Oh.
That
Well,
fight
then
was
not
going
quite
on.
completely.
Ooh, I do think that Glittering Gains just got hit by Jinx ult. It wasn't enough to get the kill. Baker Mayfield looking for something onto Zale here. Zale's gonna flash off the wall. No mana remaining. But yeah, so right now we've got a 3-kill lead for Return to the Middle Sticks, but a 1 dragon lead for the Golden Crabs. In the top lane, these top laners are even in KDA, but there is a CS lead for Maristematic. In the jungle, a KDA lead and a CS lead for Sig the Stampede. Similar KDAs, but small lead for Zale, and CS lead there as well. In the bot lane, KDA lead, but down in CS at the moment.
Definitely, and those advantages that you mentioned go to point out that it's about a 2.5k gold lead right now for Return to the Middle Sticks, and
Maristematic getting aggressed on by SP Pillars. He was hoping it was a 1v1, but here comes Baker Mayfield 6 running top to pick up the kill.
yeah, definitely Maristematic just out of options there, did not have flash available, wasn't going to get enough healing off of the Q, so just goes down in the top lane. Mostly right now, both teams are waiting on their AD carries to get their first item. Ashe obviously has hers completed. Jinx might have enough gold now for Infinity Edge, I'm not sure. But once they get those online, the next time Dragon spawns, I should expect a slightly larger fight than just a skirmish.
Ashe currently sitting on 650 gold. Or were you talking about Jinx? You were talking about Jinx. Jinx currently sitting on 800 gold.
770. Yep.
So
quite
not
at
quite enough, but getting
Infinity
close.
Edge.
But yeah, I mean, it really seemed like Yuumi and Jinx were the ones that were putting down, most of the aggression there for a while. But despite it all, they've weathered the storm and they've wound up with a better KDs. Whoa, in the mid lane, Worgenite going in onto Zale. The knockup will actually mean that SP Pillars misses the ult slightly, but it won't matter. SP Pillars will still be the one to pick up the kill. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, Flash comes out. Unstoppable. Vi's going in. Here comes the teleport from Urgot behind them. The binding will land onto Ashe. Will they finish off the kill? They do. Sig the Stampede goes down. Down goes Glittering Gains following. Maristematic also teleported here, but SP Pillars is going to flash the pull and go for the kill, picking up a triple kill. Is that going to be a quadra kill? No, it will be an ace, however, as they pick up another kill. Wow, 5 kills picked up. Some at mid lane, some at bot lane. But Golden Crabs don't lose anybody but Static Senpai during that. And it also means that they're going to get the first tower of the game. That's going to be the first tower for them and of the game, giving them a 1 tower lead, a 1 dragon lead, and a little bit under a 1k gold lead. Despite that ace and that tower, they're not very far ahead in gold.
They're not very far ahead in gold, but disaster strikes for Return to the Middle Stakes. 3 low members, all under 300 health as Urgot TP's in, so he just picks up everything with one, I believe it's called Purge, as just one cycle of the I am heavy weapons guy.
Well, I think he's high enough level that
Cycling.
it doesn't end anymore.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Actually,
Yeah,
I think
he's high enough level.
at this point.
Yeah, I think at level
Uh,
10 or so, I might be off, but 9 or 10, he maxes that out, and it will continuously go. We can double check to see which one he went. Yeah, he definitely did go Purge. So
100%.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's just
no,
a toggle
he
for him now.
gets in there. He's got the procs for all of the shotgun bursts, and he picks up what could have been a quadra kill, but definitely gets most of the gold coming out of that fight. 5-1 and 2. Very difficult for Meristematic to fight him up in the top
Yeah,
lane
and now they're going on to Zale here. Meristematic coming around the side. They're able to get the kill. Goes over to Meristematic. SP Pillars will pick up the kill onto Galio. Meristematic going on to SP Pillars now. Throws down the ult. They almost have him. Glittering Gains will not die.
Not bleed out.
Almost bleeds out to, it looked like red buff was ticking, but going to survive, going to retreat. And it does not look like Jinx has ultimate available at the moment, so no danger of that. They will be able to pick up this turret in the mid lane. We'll see if Jinx and Yuumi are able to pick up the tower in the top lane.
Noticeably for that fight, it was a man disadvantage for Golden Crabs, but also SP Pillar's ult went wide. Did not even come close to a member for Return of the Middle Sticks. That fear could have been a turning point for that fight. See how close he got to killing Glittering Games. But does not get it off, and Return of the Middle Sticks pick up a free dragon.
Yeah, all right, so Tide and Towers and Tide and Dragons. Incredibly close game here at 18 minutes. The only leads we have are some CS leads for Return of the Middle Sticks and a 1 kill lead for the Golden Crabs. So overall, pretty close game.
Definitely, and the CS lead in the top lane, once Triforce is ended, Triforce does come through from Meristematic. He actually is capable of fighting SP Pillars in that side lane. Very important to watch that matchup.
Both teams kind of resetting here, just clearing away some minions. It's going to be 1 minute until Baron spawns. Herald already went down this game. Next dragon isn't for 4 minutes, and most outer towers have been taken. So the only thing left to do is like kind of pressure the outer towers, but neither team is probably strong enough to dive the other right now. We're not late game enough, and neither team is ahead enough for something like that. So they're currently just trying to whittle at towers, clear away minion waves, and battle for vision. Baron will spawn soon, but it's still going to be tough for these teams to take. I don't think either team... I guess Golden Crabs is okay for it, but neither team is exceptional at taking Baron, but they're about equal.
Yeah, they're about equal. The lethal tempo Ashe kind of makes up for what she lacks in objective damage, and she is actually a little bit ahead in items currently. But neither team has like a shred ADC for that objective, like a Kai'Sa or something like a Kog'Maw or a Varus.
Yeah.
So.
And what really makes me think this team can melt Baron is if they have something like Cassiopeia, Nivea, Heimerdinger, a jungler that's like a carry, or Jax, just something with incredibly high DPS. But frankly, there really aren't that. I mean, Vi's okay at it, Urgot's okay at it, so it's not like it's the worst, but just nobody on either team that truly melts it except for maybe Jinx.
No, not for the objective itself, but there are a lot of champions on both teams that are really looking to fight around Baron Pit specifically. And
Ashe Arrow is going to land, and they flash in. Sigma Stampede is going to get the Q, will immediately follow it up. Do they go for Paladin? They don't want to. The teleport coming in. They see that it's Worgenite. They root him up. He's stunned for so long. Double kill goes over to Sieg. He gets ignited. He Qs away. The ultimate comes from Galio for the damage reduction. Meanwhile, on the bot lane, Meristematic will juke away to the side. Flash comes out for both of them. The heal just out of range, but he is getting away. He needed to end the W. So he could have regained some movement so he could chase there, but doesn't end it and will not get the kill as a result. Baker Mayfield comes in with Yuumi, will immediately go down. They're not able to get the kill. Tall guy flashes after Paladin. He will pick up the kill. He eats some turret shields, or eats some turret shots, but will get the kill. They turn around to pick up the tower, and the ultimate from Static Senpai will not get anybody. Really big swing there in favor of Return of the Middle Sticks. Yeah, they already had lost that tower on the bot side, so don't end up losing too much.
Yeah, they don't end up losing almost anything off the backside of that. Really decisive play. As soon as the Ash Arrow landed, you saw how much support came through. The flash Q from Sieg the Stampede into the ult instantly popped Static Senpai. When Worgenite TP'd in, they had him CC locked for so long he didn't even get to ult. Zale came in with his ult, and the fact that Meristematic was able to escape in the bot side means that they don't get anything off of the side of that play. So really good from Return to the Middle Sticks to give themselves an edge in this mid game.
Yeah. All right, both teams after that resetting here a little bit. Now got a 3k gold lead in favor of Return of the Middle Sticks, and it looks like they're starting to play towards Baron side. Oh, here comes an attempted engage. In comes Worgenite. In comes Hecarim. And they're going to be getting so much here. Glittering Gain's very low, going to go down immediately after that. Zhonya's Zale trying to escape. The double kill goes down to Static Senpai. And without missing a beat, they start the Baron buff. And they're melting this thing down. I say that. It's not going incredibly fast. Sieg the Stampede looking for something here. But all 5 members of Golden Crabs are here. They're waiting in the backside of the Baron pit, trying to keep Sieg the Stampede away, and he's decided to give this one over. He just goes and starts taking his Krugs, and that's going to be Baron buff, and 3 kills in favor of the Golden Crabs. Return of the Middle Sticks, Meristematic shoving in the minions in the bot side, but will leave now that that is done with. Cloud Drake is on the table. This would be the second of the game, and it's huge for a Hecarim to have that. So they are immediately running down to that. The only person who backs is Static Senpai, who runs to the bot lane to clear out the wave that Meristematic had shoved up. Meristematic waiting in the tri-bush, and the rest of the team on the way. SP Pillars coming around the wall. So going for a kill onto Sieg the Stampede, dealing a lot of damage. He ults. Here comes the Galio ult, knocking him up. It looks like they will be able to get SP Pillars here. Sieg the Stampede lives, but only barely. The Dragon goes over to Hecarim in the pit. Meristematic is here. Then we're going to see 2 people flash out there. I'm sorry, 1 person. Worgenite flashes and takes Paladin with him. Whew! Goodness gracious.
Yeah, the tables turned pretty heavily for Golden Crabs there. They do lose 2 members off the backside of the Dragon fight, but at the Baron pit, it was their turn to be decisive. They caught 3, trying to get the vision in place. Meristematic was still on the bot side. I believe at that point his TP either was down or he chose not to commit it. And then we see Sieg the Stampede just give the Baron over. Really big swing for Golden Crabs. We'll see if they can get anything off of this Baron power play once their other 2 members are back up. No major waves except this one being caught in the top side by Meristematic, so they will have to start their push fresh. I'm looking to see, hopefully, I would like to see a 4-1 out of them. Just put the Urgot, who is super strong in a side lane, and take your 4 members strong into mid, and to see if you can crack some of these inner towers.
Yeah, I mean, Urgot's a hard champion to duel. We saw Sieg the Stampede and him run into each other there for a moment. Despite how ahead Sieg the Stampede is, which is, you know, substantial, SP Pillars still was the one who was winning the 1v1. You know, I mean, not every champion is made for just, like, outputting 1v1 damage, right? So, like, just because you're ahead doesn't mean you could 1v1 a champion that's also ahead, even if it's less so, that's, you know, made for this. And they're going to be using this Baron buff to shove in this mid tower now. Pretty solid wave clear coming out from Return to the Middle Sticks. They're actually keeping this tower pretty healthy.
Yeah, between the Tormented Soil, the Q from Galio, Volley coming out, their wave clear in it doesn't all come from one champion, but when combined, it actually doesn't do that poorly up against these Baron minions.
Yeah.
They're
really keeping them off.
Yeah, the only
Tower's still
really
over half.
concerning part about that is that those three champions in particular have to be committed, or Baron minions do become a problem. So
Yeah,
I would love to see Golden Crabs take my suggestion and actually
put
stick
Urgot in the side lane.
Urgot in the side lane so that they can start splitting apart some of this wave clear puzzle pieces that Return to the Middle Sticks have at their disposal.
Yeah, I mean, he's a tough champion to 1v1. Maybe if he 1v1'd particularly poorly or Meristematic 1v1 particularly well, he would be able to take down Urgot. But Urgot definitely has like the edge, you know, in a
Yeah,
just a
absolutely.
raw
With the
damage
two finished
perspective.
items up, and especially how powerful Death Dance is for that champion in particular,
Yeah.
having an execute.
If Darius wants a chance against him in a 1v1, he's gonna have to have a Bramble Vest.
I think so for sure. Just the amount of damage mitigation that offers a champion like Urgot is terrifying. Either Bramble or if you wanted to go more if you wanted to go more risky, you could actually put Executioners on the Ashe and have Ashe and Morgana match instead. You would lose one of the pieces of your wave clear, but it might not be the worst idea in the world because you got Arrow for safety.
Stampede flashes over the wall, gets the ult. He goes for the ult onto Static Senpai, who flashes. Morganite goes in, ulting onto two, chunking them, but they're not dead. He's not that ahead. Glitter and Gains going to go into the Zanyas, gets the stun. Morganite will go down to Tall Guy. Zale now going on to Baker Mayfield. They don't have the kill yet. He uses the ult and he's going to start running away. SP Pillars will grind up. Glitter and Gains flashes onto Tall Guy. Can he get the kill onto Tall Guy? No, he does go down. Jinx gets the kill onto Galio. Meristematic flashing forward to get the kill onto Static Senpai. He is going to get it. Throws down the ult onto Paladin. Throws one more auto. Paladin's still alive. Uses the heal to speed boost and run away. Paladin, the only surviving member. 3 members of Return of the Middle Stick standing, and they're going to be going for this tower.
That ult into the Triforce proc auto actually almost popped Yuumi from 75%. It's very terrifying, but a really clean team fight coming out from the Return to the Middle Sticks comp. I thought when the flash came out from Static Senpai and the Black Shielded up Vi ult was still following, that's just dead Vi, but Sieg the Stampede able to kite it out a little bit, actually end up getting Baker Mayfield on the end, and Warg Knight had a fantastic 2-man ult on the Return to the Middle Six bot lane, but there was no follow-up damage in because of how far back Static Senpai and Paladin had to run. Just split the fight up really well for them.
Yeah. All right, so next dragon is about to spawn. It's up in 5 seconds. All members of both teams are alive and are closing in on this. However, there is the inhibitor down now in the mid lane for Golden Crabs. So they need to be aware that those super minions have now pushed past the halfway point in the mid lane. Glitter and Gains getting engaged on. Nice Black Shield is going to survive, but is incredibly low. Morganite goes in. He's going to go down, though. SP Pillar is going to get the kill onto Tall Guy. Meristematic starting to get a little bit low, but has the passive proc. Sieg the Stampede ulting onto Senpai. The ultimate fully stacked comes down. Baker Mayfield now trying to run away. Peels for Static Senpai is getting very low. The Q comes out. It will pick up the kill. A Q comes out from Sieg the Stampede this time, and it's going to be a Rampage. Paladin, the last one remaining. And at this, they lose Tall Guy and Glitter and Gains this time. That Q's just not quite enough range.
Off the board, but this is actually still really dangerous. The first member up is Warg Knight at 10 seconds. They're definitely going to pop both Nexus towers.
This could be the game.
Yeah, this
is
they
the
take
game.
towers
Wow.
so quickly with the Triforce up on both of them. This is just it.
Wow, okay, a little bit surprising, but that ends up
That's,
being the game there. Return to the Middle Sticks takes the win over the Golden Crabs with the last game of Week 7 of GRLCS Fall 2019 Gold Division. They kind of found this fight over near the Infernal Drake. They had already taken the inhibitor. They already had super minions pressing into the base. And so as soon as they won that fight, they just sprinted down and they took those structures so quickly with those super minions and that Triforce Darius.
Yeah, that's the double Triforce up, just hitting towers, power of Pine Sol. But really impressive game coming out from Return of the Middle Sticks. Really clean on all fronts, actually. The way they played the team fights and how decisive they were in their engages off Ash Arrows and Sieg the Stampede's ultimates really set them up nicely, and they executed on it.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to be it for Week 7 of GRLCS Fall 2019. We hope you guys enjoyed it. Definitely, if you're a player, make sure your game is scheduled for Week 8 if you have one. If you're watching and you're not in the Discord, definitely join and consider playing in the tournament next split. If you're watching, you should consider subbing to the channel just because it lets us know that you like us. And that's going to be it. I've been Jack Loves Lamp Counts, and this has been Seaflow Legion. Thank you guys for watching.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you all next week.